Testing. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing, 1, 2.
Okay, good afternoon, Mark. Great day here for rugby. Nice clear skies and super weather. I'm looking forward to a good game.
Wonderful day for rugby. Sun is out, all the players are very keen and excited. It's been some good rugby earlier today. Boys were running it, boys were passing it, kicking it. It was very entertaining. From Portrex. There we see Selborne College with the ball.
Portrex looking good in their blue and maroon here. The blue from Cambridge in the UK and the maroon from Imperial College in London.
Proud history, both of these schools, Mark.
Yeah, we look back, Portrex Technical School been around many years. They come from De La Salle to East London Technical College and now called Portrex.
Always willing and ready to put up a good fight in a rugby game. Selborne College, founded in 1872 by Pastor Heinrich Müller, German settler. Originally called Panmure Public School, and interestingly enough, 150 years old next year, Selborne College.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a momentous occasion for them. We're just so pleased to have Portrex competing here and playing us again at Selborne College after an absence of 2 years.
It's exciting. It's great to see the boys out. We're expecting fireworks. By the Selborne boys. Yamam Tumani taking the ball up, they go down. The boys Cooksa taking it back into the rack. Selborne to carry. Then we see another pot taking it out wide. Nice offload. Good continuity. We see the captain and Goodwa passing the ball out wide to Caleb Schregel. Schregel goes down. Nice cleaning that.
Some big hits early on here. Some of the Portrex loose forwards really climbing in here at the start.
Definitely, boys are very keen. Oh, there we see Guy Bishop taking off again. Good heavens, that's a good rugby play. Nice handoff.
Unfortunately, that ball went forward there. But an exciting opening move there. Portrex just off a very exciting game against Graham College last week. They narrowly lost the game. But in chatting to their captain, Wonke Sondishe, his hopes are really up. He's looking forward to taking Selborne on today.
Scrum down, Portrex ball. Gentle.
Not sure if that ball's held up there or the try is going to be given. I think the linesman might be called into play here. If JP Clements there consulting the line.
Mike, these teams, they do quite a bit of off-season work. They get stuck into it, and these preparations are long and hard, and it pays off in the end.
Yeah, you must give credit to the conditioning on both of these schools. You know, they've been going at it, I think since early January, and you can see it. They look in good shape. They look conditioned, they look strong, they look healthy, in the prime of their lives. Oh, the conversion taken here by Adam Tonkin, and he's been highly successful, one of Selborne's better kickers over the last 5 seasons.
See the Portrex ex-boys in a huddle there. Some stern words spoken.
The score remains 5-0 with the conversion going left of the upright. Well, Selborne have managed to keep most of the ball early on, Mark. We're hoping Portrex will be able to get more possession going forward here.
Definitely, you can't do much without the ball. But you've got to work hard for it.
Yeah, we're looking to the loose forwards Matusi, Antwe and Makina to actually try and get some ball here.
You see number 4, Tian Jacobs, sorry. Adam Duplessis getting ready to take it out. Gives it to Aiden Gentle. They go down. We see a wall forming.
Oh, that's a good clearance by Carl van Wyk here. Well into the Portrex half here.
Oh, little stepper by the 15.
Oh, it's very good play by Kanya Kweleta there. Good recovery and good control there. I think there could be an incident here with a late tackle. Let's see what ref JP Clements is going to do here. It's a yellow card for the Selborne wing.
The Luto Somloto off of the field. He's one half of the speed brother combination, Mark. Okwam Krovani on the wing and Luto Somloto on the other one. If you ever want a bit of speed, you just ask those guys and they deliver.
Yeah, I think Selborne will be under pressure with 14 players and a line out right on their try line.
Taking line out for the Portrex team.
Let's see what Lulo Hlazo can do here, their main line out jumper for Portrex.
Jump in the front, they form up for nice more. Oh, they switch the point of contact, they take the ball up nicely. Selborne with lots and lots and lots of pressure, and the ball, linesman says the ball is out.
Yeah, that was a well executed move there by Portrex. Flaza looking very good in the line out there, and a nice switch in the line out.
It's always good to change a point of contact. It's nice to see the high school boys doing it as well. Line out for Selborne. We see Uyamom Tumane, the hooker, getting ready to throw that ball in. Portrex with the steal. A little scrum off. Michael Antwi gets it out. We all know the secret to when we steal the ball, Mark. 2 passes, let that ball go out on the counter, and then we set up.
Portrex looking nice and composed, yeah, down the left-hand side. Kamvam Ndlavu running very well there from number 15.
Nice tackle there by De Beer.
Oh, this Portrex backline looks quite exciting. I think if they can get their share of ball, I think they could be quite deadly this afternoon.
I agree, Mike. They look quick, nice and fast. Quick hands as well, light on their feet, bit of twinkle toes.
I think Sondeshe, their captain, Awonke Sondeshe, who was in the 2019 Border Academy side, and he's quite a veteran in the side. I think he's got almost 2 or 3 years for Portrex. I think he's actually their danger man. If they can get the ball to him, I'm sure he's going to create something.
For Selborne, we see Adam du Plessis getting ready to put the ball in. We can see the captain for Selborne, Akko Magadla, ready to take that ball up. You don't want to play too much of the ball inside your 22. Oh, a penalty to Portrex. Quick tap, not taken too quickly.
Yeah, I'm liking Portrex's confidence here, going for the 7-pointer.
There we see Selborne putting some pressure at the ruck. Pick and go by Portrex. Another pick and go by Portrex.
Portrex keeping it quite tight here, Mark. I would have thought they would have gone to their backs.
Yeah, they want their, looks like they want their forwards to do a bit of the hard work. There's a quick tap going out wide. Scrum off gives it to the 10, gives it to the 13. Okem Gikrela.
And Selborne quite guilty of a couple of errors and not watching that offside line. I think they need to be wary. They're already down to 14 men and could get another card here if they're not careful.
Mark, it looks like they're going for poles. You think they'll go for poles? Oh, they're calling a scrum.
They're throwing caution to the wind. I think they want the 7 points. So hats off to Portrex.
Hats off to Portrex. That's good. They're confident. They've got quick backies. We know that. We've seen that. Got a nice scrum off. Siposetu Maklina. They can get that ball out nice and wide. A 10 that gets the back line moving nicely. Kaya Kweleta.
They've got to make sure they have a good scrum here. Jack Mashalaba and Montewu for Portrex. This is crucial that they get good ball here on this first phase.
See their wings, both wings are out wide. We've got the 14 for Portrex over here. Jaco van der Merwe out wide. We've got the 15 in the middle of the field, the 10 and the 12 have split.
I think with Somloto off the field here, there's an opening down the right-hand side here. If they can move the ball quickly down the right-hand side here, Mark. It looks open on the right-hand side here.
If that 8-man picks up, gives it to the 9, he's got 3 options he can use to the right-hand side. They just need a good right shoulder. And they go to the right, and he throws it to no one. Or he gives it to the wing. And the wing says, thank you, I wanted it out wide, but I'll take it short and I'll go score try.
Oh, that's a fantastic finish there by Jaco van der Merwe, Portrex number 14. Well done there. And there's a maroon sea of new boys running on with some water here for Portrex.
Good option, not executed 100%, but they were able to regroup, pick up and go score that try.
Yeah, I thought individually Mark, the number 14 was excellent there. It was very much from broken play, and he picked it up and he just saw, I'm going to go over and score here.
That's good decision making on the field as well. They realized that Selborne's down to 14 guys. Luto Somlota's out, and going wide was the best option.
Yeah, when chatting to Portrex, they've just enjoyed how their team has come together. You know, they've got the same coach from under 16 in Valdi van Greenen, who's come through from under 16 with them. And they reckon since last year, Border Schools Day versus Dale, their team has just come together so nicely, and they're certainly showing it here with the score at 5-all now.
It's going to be interesting to see Selborne's reply to this. Carl van Wyk with a deep kick. Made famous by the English and their coach. And they go wide. They decide to go wide. Hand off, offload, and he offloads to a Selborne boy. Adam du Plessis says, thank you very much, I'll take it. They go down for Marak. There we see their first pod, taking it up on the outside of that ruck. And there we see a knock by Portrex.
Yeah, I'd like to see Selborne put a few more phases together. It's been a little bit stop-start.
Also a nice attacking position on the field over here. They're just to the right, to the center of the field. They've got a nice 8, 9, 14 option they can use on the right-hand side with a good right shoulder. And then they've got a nice open field on the left-hand side. It'll be very nice to see the option they choose here. With an 8th man like Guy Bishop, you could go either way.
Yeah, let's hope Aidan Gentle uses that power of his to get the right shoulder, because that'll be the start of a good blindside option.
There we see big scrum by Portrex. Guy Bishop picks up. Adam du Plessis gets it out wide to that pod waiting. Ryan Marimo, the loose set for Selborne, takes it up. Adam du Plessis gives it out to Yamu Tumani, who plus ones to Matthew Kutzer. They go down. There we see some more forwards waiting outside that ruck. Aidan Gentle takes the ball up nicely. See another pod on the inside of, on the outside of that nice little switch there with Adam du Plessis. There we see the number 14 from Portrex, Jaco van der Merwe, trying to stop that Selborne momentum. Adam du Plessis with a pickup. Akom Gadla sends that ball out wide to Carl van Wyk. He goes down. Good ball retention by Selborne. And there you see a quick tap by the scrum off Adam du Plessis, taking the ball up by himself. Not 10 meters by Portrex there, Mike.
Yeah, I thought it was a good attacking option, and I thought Selborne might have taken their time on taking that penalty there. But let's commend Portrex. They're quick off the mark and they committed to that tackle, and they're getting off their line quickly.
Interesting scrum to Portrex.
Yeah, it was interesting where Selborne needed the right shoulder there. Portrex seemed to turn that scrum and didn't give him the option to go blind.
Big scrum here by Portrex. They need good clean ball to get this ball out there. 22.
And we have some Lotto back on the field for Selborne as well.
So we're back to 15 verse 15. Oh, knock on by the 10. Kaya Queleta.
It was good pressure there by number 9, Adam du Plessis there.
And now a wonderful attacking position for Selborne College.
What do you think their options are here, Mark?
They've got a blind side to attack, but it is the left-hand side of the field that scrum off will be putting a lot of pressure on them. But we can see Luto Somloto lining up behind the 10 on the right-hand side of the field. So it looks like they're going to go to the right. They might look for someone coming in short on a line-out launch over here. Maybe the 11 gets the ball between the 10 and the 12. Definitely to change direction, take the ball out wide, change direction. Guy Bishop goes, he goes blind. There's no support for Adam. There quickly is support for him. Matthew Kutzer gives it to a pod waiting onto his left. Good ball retention by Selborne. Adam du Plessis gets there quickly. Gives it to their pod, gives it to their big ball carrier. This is the zone of the field where you really want to score. And there's the big man, Guy Bishop, taking the ball over the line again. Good heavens.
Well, Guy Bishop seems to be powerful in contact, and he's got tremendous speed there. He took 2 or 3 Portrex guys over the line with him.
That guy said, listen, we need to score this try, so give it to me, let me go score.
I'm surprised, Mark, how close to the contact point the first receiver is taking the ball and coming diagonally in quite close to the breakdown.
It's very interesting. Traditionally, or actually, you know, the modern trend is for that pod to stand a little bit further out and to take it up and out. There we see Adam Tonkin getting ready for the kick. Makes it through. You don't see this often. Mike, a lock kicking for poles at first team level.
Yeah, it's nice to see the big guys showing their skills, you know, with hand and feet.
Definitely. Adam Tonkin's been kicking his whole high school career, from under 15, under 14, under 16, and he's just carried on with that successful boot of his. It's nice to see.
Our score is 12-5 there. Selborne made use of that attacking opportunity. Let's see what Portrex are going to do now.
See, nice high kick by Portrex. Tian Jacobs gets that ball, goes down. Nice cleaning by Matthew Kutzer. Gives it to the pod waiting out wide. Adam du Plessis looking for options, gives it to the 10, Carl van Wyk, who calls for it. They decide to go wide. Nice long pass to the 13, and there he gives it to the other half of the Speed Brothers, Okwam Kovani. Not much space to work with, but it's nice to see intent. Nice to see intent to get that ball out wide so that they can have a nice little run.
Oh, this is a nice wide field at Selborne, you know, and you've got to see that ball using the whole lateral width of this field. So hopefully we'll see all wings making tracks along the touchline here.
Portrex attacking line out in the opposition in Selborne's on the 10-meter line. They throw to the back of the line out, miss. Uyama Mtamani decides he's going to pick it up. He unfortunately knocks it on, but there was a knock by Portrex first. The referee calls them back to the spot.
Oh, the line-out defence pretty impressive there by Portrex.
This is a nice part of the field to be in attacking position as well. You're not quite in your 22 mark, so you don't really need to exit. And it's a nice opportunity to look for space. We can see that there's quite a bit of space behind this 12, 10, 12, 13, 14 of Portrex.
Oh, De Beer's looking keen to come in here.
You see Kyle with a switch, gives it to Okwab Krovani. He looks for the offload. Hot potato out there, Butterfingers, and unfortunately Selborne College knocked that ball on. It's always good to look for space. They had space out wide and they had space over that defensive line. Maybe it's just a bit of the nerves. A little bit flustered, but as the game goes on, we hope to see that improve. Scrum right in the middle of the field for Portrex. They scored a try off the last time they had a scrum like this, Mike.
Yeah, they're looking like they've their backs are looking nice and deep, and they're looking like they're wanting to get their 15 in here.
They've got options left and right. They would look to get a nice right shoulder over here so they can get their 8 involved in their 9. The scrum of Michael Antwi gets that ball out. Portrex with the ruck, the good ball retention there. 9, Makrina gets the ball out to the big 8, that big strong 8, Michael Antwi, they take that ball out.
Nice run by Antwi there.
Selborne doing a good job at slowing that ball down. The 10 takes it up, Kaya Quelita, he's not scared to take that ball up. There we see some ball retention by Portrex. 10 with the ball again, chips over, he sees a bit of space behind, and a nice little attacking kick there.
Yeah, Queleta making some very good decisions here, showing that he can take the ball up, he can put the ball in the open areas. He's having a good game.
Definitely. Now it's all about pressure. If they can put pressure on the Selborne line-out, hopefully hopefully for Portrex they make Selborne make a mistake, they can apply more pressure and turn it into points. Selborne making sure of their line-out. Adam du Plessis gives it out. We see the captain, Akko Magadla, taking it up furiously. There we see some good cleaning by Matthew Kutzer. Nice pod waiting. Looks like they're playing a two-phase. And now they'll go for the kick. Nice kick down the field by Carl van Wyk. There we see Quelita ready to pick that ball up. He's got the quick cover and Lavu on his outside. And there we see Guy Bishop. Sorry, Matthew Kutzer making the tackle. There we see the 8 from Portrex, Michael Antwi taking the ball up. And there we see they've got some options out wide. There again, we've got the 10 with a kick through. No advantage, the ref calls them back. Penalty to Portrex. Looks like momentum has shifted into the Portrex side here, Mark.
Yeah, Portrex are getting a lot of penalties. Selborne making a number of errors, allowing Portrex to dictate the last 5 minutes.
Some good decision by the 10 from Portrex. Good decision making. Kaya Quelita definitely helping that. And we have a touch kick by Portrex. Great opportunity to attack here. Just outside the 22.
I think it'll be Portrex line out as well. Yeah, I'd like to see Selborne put in a few more phases together. It seems to be 2 phases, at the most 3. Like to see some continuity from them.
There we see them keep their ball. Knock on by Portrex. Ref sees it. Interesting thing about that line out earlier by Selborne, that two-phase exit. You see that the 12 will take it up nicely, then they give it to the 1, 2, 3 pod, taking it up nicely, and then we see everybody up ready to chase, and that's to keep. Usually you want your 1, 2, 3. They're not your quickest guys. They're usually the most skillful guys. No, but your 1, 2, 3, you want them on the ground so that the rest of the guys, usually a little bit quicker than them, up on their feet, ready to chase that ball. There we see Akko Magadla in his position. He's done quite a bit of hard work, hard ball carrying at 12 today.
He has carried hard and he's been good defensively as well.
Nice little pop there to Akko Magadla. He goes down. Good cleaning by Luto Somlota. Guy Bishop with a pass. He gives it to Daniel De Beer. Daniel De Beer goes down. Nice cleaning on him. There we see Adam du Plessis getting his forwards organised. Oyama Mtumani going down.
Selborne wanting to take the ball up rather than clear their lines.
There we see Carl van Wyk with a kick into space. Well done. Great kick by Carl van Wyk. Turns the opposition right around, puts them back in their 22. Well done, Carl van Wyk.
Oh, that's a nice clean kick. I think Carl's given us 70 meters here. Selborne's going 70 meters with that clearance.
They've just reversed pressure completely here, Mark.
Yeah, we've gone from 122 to the other here. Portrex under the pump here with the line out.
Now it's Selborne's turn to put the pressure on. Try get the Portrex guys to make a mistake in this line out, and then they hope to capitalize on that.
This will go to Lulo Hlaza, I'm sure, their top line out guy.
There we see a contest by Adam Tonkin. Fortunately, it was a dummy. Kumba gets the ball. He clears his line straight into Luto Somlota's hands. And he gives it out to Daniel De Beer, who says, I'm running. Takes it up. He hands it back. Adam du Plessis looking for his forwards. Looks to the left, looks to the right. Eventually gives it to Tian Jacobs. There we see Aiden Gentle cleaning. Adam du Plessis, quick ball out to Yarmim Tamani. Gives it out to Ryan Labuskachny. He goes down. Nice cleaning there by the hooker, Yarmim Tamani. Adam du Plessis calls his forwards in again. Gives it to Ryan Marino. And there we see the Portrex boys not rolling away. Mark, are we seeing poles, or are we seeing a scrum, or are we seeing a line out here?
I think they're gonna put it in the corner here. One of their main jumpers, Adam Tonkin, is down though on the centre of the field. Selborne may have to improvise here.
These injuries, these knocks are not nice to see. That's why a good conditioning block is incredibly important for these boys. I mean, the first team level is incredibly physical. And these schools are very lucky to have conditioning coaches who are able to help these boys prepare. Nice line out there by Selborne.
Oh, good driving maul here by Selborne.
Nice movement there by Yarmam Tamani. Says, no. You can't see me. I'm in the next pod. Changes that point of contact and scores a try.
Yeah, apologies. I think that was Tian Jacobs down there. I think he was injured, not Adam Tonkin. So hopefully he's going to be okay. I think he was referred to last week as the spicy plum when he played in Queenstown. So hopefully he's going to be all right.
There we see Adam Tonkin with a successful conversion.
I think this is quite an important time for Portrex in the game, Mark, if they can consolidate and try and score or keep Selborne out in the next 7 or 8 minutes.
I mean, Portrex has been successful when they've taken that ball out wide. So they maybe need to reintroduce their backs to the game, get that ball out to them, let them run up. They've got nice feet. They step off the left, step off the right foot nicely. They keep the ball going. Maybe look to set up 1 or 2 phases of the forwards and then get that ball out wide quickly.
Yeah, no, I agree 100% with you there. They've got some good steppers with good feet, and they need to use those guys.
There's Okwam Bovani taking the ball up nicely. Adam du Plessis gives it to Guy Bishop. He gives it right back to Adam du Plessis. He gives it to the try scorer, Oyama Tumane. Matthew Kutzer giving a little shrug off there. Carl van Wyk taking the ball up.
Oh, this is nice play by Selborne. It's nice horsepower and nice speed on the ball.
Matthew Kutzer taking the ball up. Strong ball, hard ball carrier that way.
Tian Jacobs driving forward there. Aiden Gentle's on his shoulder.
There we see Matthew Kutzer taking the ball up again. Good, strong leg drive.
Yeah, Matthew Kutzer very effective in carrying the ball.
They give the ball to the big guy, Gentle, who goes down. Nice forward momentum. There we see Portrex with the steal. Portrex give that ball out. And there we see them clear their line. Good kick there by Portrex.
Yeah, and that's the first half done. Score 19-5 to Selborne. But Portrex did very well there, Mark, in keeping Selborne out there.
I agree. Portrex has a never say die attitude, and they keeping the game very entertaining. It's great to watch. Competitive so far. Hopefully the second half gives us some more entertainment.
Yeah, I'm very encouraged by Portrex, the way their rugby has grown.
Okay.
Okay, let's just have a look at the Selborne team list. It's coming up there. We've got Ryan Marimo at 1, Oyama Omtumani at 2, who's the vice captain, Aiden Gentle at 3, Tian Jacobs at lock with Adam Tonkin, Matthew Kutzer at number 6, who's had a very good game, Ryan Labuschagne on the open side flank, and then Guy Bishop, who's also left his mark on the game so far. Number 9, Adam du Plessis. At fly we have Carl van Wyk for Selborne. And then at number 11, we have Luto Somlota. Akko Magadla has done some good work as the captain at inside centre. Caleb Schweigel at 13. And then we have Okwam Kavani at number 14. And then Daniel De Beer. And the coach is Chase Morrison of this Selborne side.
Portrex first team at Lucid, we've got Joshua Jack. Number 2, Asi Tandile Mashalaba. Then at tight head, we've got Lihlumelo Manteu at vice captain. Number 4, we've got Sisonke Furunek. At number 5, Lulo Plazo. Number 6, Sima Dudula. 7, Olwetu Metuse. 8, Michael Antwi. 9, Sisetu Makrina. Seen a lot of nice work by Sisino Makrina, getting that ball out nicely. Number 10, Kaya Quelita also having a good game, good decisions, looking for the space, getting the ball out wide. Number 11, Libongo and Kochla. Number 12, Awonke. Sondishe is also the captain. Number 12, Onke Mkrikela. Number 14, Jaco van der Merwe, the try scorer. Number 15, Kamva Madlavu. Also the coach, Waldi van Grienen.
Yeah, an interesting thing regarding the Portrex coach, Mr. Precious, who also plays for Old Selbornians. And the captain has said he has a tremendous positive influence on the team. He's played for Wusu before. He's played in the Varsity Cup. So he's got a good pedigree. And you can see that with their backs. Their backs have been sweet. They've been intelligent. They've got go forward. And they've been exciting to watch, Mark.
Definitely, I agree. Those backies definitely have a spring in their step. And they can do a lot of damage if the forwards can set up a nice platform for them to attack.
Well, the Selborne boys are looking well conditioned. Forwards are carrying the ball forward really well. I think Kutse and Bishop have been very effective in getting over the advantage line as well.
The score at the moment is 19-5 to Selborne College. And Portrex, it looks like they've come to play rugby, Mike. They looks like they're not just here to fill up a slot. They've come to compete and to do very well.
No, I think Mr. Turon, the headmaster, has done great work there, getting Portrex rugby to a good standard where they can be competitive with anybody in the Eastern Cape.
Yes, definitely. Selborne's been put under a lot of pressure at the moment. And with that pressure comes decisions, bad decisions in certain areas of the field, which can cost you. And continued pressure can only help you.
I think it's been quite hot as well today, Mark, and I think the conditioning and fitness is going to play a major role, especially in the last 20 minutes of the game today.
100%. I mean, we just back into rugby after a nice long break, or not a nice long break, but a long break, and playing in these, playing in East London weather it's tough. Direct sunlight for such a long time. They had a nice long warm up before they came here as well. So it's a battle of attrition out there. They're going to have to dig deep in the second half. They're playing under a lot of pressure. Both teams, they're putting each other under a lot of pressure as well. And
I think the officials have done well as well. JP Clements has refed a very good game, kept it under control. So let's hopefully we'll see a magic second half.
There we see the teams in their huddles, going through their team talks. Coaches sharing some stern words with them, some tactics, how to attack, how to defend, how to apply more pressure. Going through the X's and O's, Mike.
Yeah, Mark, you've coached at Craven Week and are highly experienced. What would you be saying to the Selborne team if you were in that changing room now?
I would tell the Selborne boys just let's breathe in, let's pull ourselves towards ourselves. Let's get back into our processes. We know what to do with the ball. Let's make sure we can continue getting good forward ball. Let's get our pods getting some good forward momentum so that we can release our backies. I mean, we need to get back into shape. We need to get back. We do things on the field to get to certain places and to attack certain areas. So let's do that. Let's do what we do on the training field. It's no good coming on to game time and we do our own thing. I mean, we've got to do what we do on the field. Let's do that. Let's go back to that. Let's calm. Let's get a nice level head and let's go do what we do on the training field.
Yeah, wise words, Mark. I think the Portrex guys, I'm hoping they're going to throw caution to the wind. Their backs are so exciting. and they look like they're quite athletic, so I'm hoping they're going to actually take a few risks and try and put some points on the board in the first 5 minutes here of the second half.
Yes, and with this heat, playing in these conditions, the tired legs and spaces will start to open up, and it will definitely be a good advantage to the Portrex backies, especially if they're swinging out wide, especially with these nice big heavy forwards from Selborne. If they can exploit that, they'll have a big advantage. It'll be a big advantage to them.
Yeah, the Selborne structures look very good and they've looked very well set up. So if they get a large chunk of the ball in the second half, I think they could be very dangerous.
Nice pressure there by Selborne. The 11 from Portrex, Libongo and Kortla making sure that they keep the ball. But that pressure by Selborne was a bit too much. Good turnover.
Now, the Selborne team seems very well coached at breakdown. They know when to surf through and seal, and they know when to pull the opposing player off the ball, and their hands on the ball is pretty quick. So if you give them any chance to turn it over, they will.
Good attacking scrum by Selborne College on the right-hand side of the field. No, very little space to attack on the blind side, but they've got a nice wide field on the left-hand side. We can see Okwak Pavani, the 14, on half of the Speed Brothers, lining up just to the right of Okwak Magadla. The captain looks like they're going wide.
Yeah, I'd like to see De Beyer come in. He's very exciting and he's been playing some really good rugby over the years. So.
There we see the ref getting the scrum packs to sort themselves out so they can have a good legal scrum. Tough place to be in that scrum, Mark.
Yeah, good incline push there from the loose head of Portrex with the Selborne hooker popped out a bit there, like a champagne cork.
It's a difficult place to be, Mark, in that scrum. Lots and lots and lots of pressure from all angles. There we see both scrums getting nice and low. Short arm. Guy Bishop saying, give me the ball, let me take it up. He looks for the offload, gives it to Adam du Plessis, gives it to the captain, Ako Magadla, gives it to Caleb Schregel. They catch him out wide. Nice counter-ruck there. But Selborne keep the ball. Oh,
well, Portrex, well done there. They stole that. They were over the ball in 2s and 3s there when Caleb Schregel went down there. I possibly think Selborne needs to be sending more than one out to break down there because they're getting turned over once or twice.
You know, these coaches and these teams, they deal a lot with attacking units, and they put you into little pods, and everybody's got their job to do on the field. And when their ball goes out wide, they need to work hard. They've got to look after that ball. There we see Selborne making meters from the maul. Oyama Mtumani pushing his guys forward. And then he breaks. Nice little offload to Guy Bishop. He looks for the offload, gives to Adam, gives to Akko, gives to Carl. Carl takes it up. He goes down. Nice support. Good forward momentum for Selborne. Oyama Mtumani takes it down. Up he goes down. Selborne boys quickly over the ball. There we see Matthew Kutzer taking the ball up again. Nice pick and go there by Selborne. Adam Tonkin gets the ball. Adam Gentle picks up.
Yeah, Selborne lost the ball going over the line there. Adam Tonkin lost the ball, unfortunately.
It's a pity, you know, attacking teams, where attacking teams lose the ball most of the time is in the opposition 22. It's a terrible thing. Everybody gets excited, they all get out wide, they all get into a good attacking position, but sometimes they just forget to look after their ball on the ground.
I think sometimes the defense is more abrasive there with the hits a bit bigger and the contact a bit more intense. So you've got to look after that ball extra special. Definitely.
You see the 10, 12, 13, nice and flat. Ready to put pressure on the 10. Penalty to Selborne. Was that early engagement, Mark? Adam with the tap. He gives the ball to the big forwards from Selborne College. Adam looks for a pot to give the ball to.
So Selborne keeping the ball very tight on the opponent's line here. Is that a try, Mark, or?
I think it's a try. Nice continued pressure by Selborne there. Looks like the Selborne boys have upped it a little bit.
Well, they're keeping it pretty tight, keeping it pretty close, and the Selborne forwards are carrying the ball very well. Kutsa in specific is carrying the ball forward very strongly.
Definitely. Score is now 24-5 to Selborne College. 28 minutes left in the second half. Portrex with a kick. There we see Tian Jacobs with the catch. He takes the ball up into the middle of the field. There we see a pot on the outside of that ruck. Adam Tonkin giving it to Guy Bishop. Yalmam Tamani at the base of that ruck. He gives it to Carl van Wyk. Carl gives a nice little kick into space. And there we see the 10 for Portrex. Kanya Kolate kicking the ball straight back. And landing in Selborne's 22.
Yeah, Quelata has kicked the ball 60 meters. There are two changes in the front row coming on here for Selborne. Fumelo Zansi and Wandela Mdaka coming on for Ryan Marimo and Aidan Gentle.
Line out for Selborne on their 22. They'll look again to exit. No team likes to play with the ball in their 22. Nice ball to the back. Gives the ball to Adam du Plessis, who gives it to Akko, and Akko gives it out wide. He gives it to Guy Bishop, the meter-making machine. He looks to offload, gives it to Kutsa, to Matthew Kutsa, who's been carrying the ball strongly today. Gives it to Adam Tonkin. Adam Tonkin gives it out. Gives it to Tian Jacobs, who takes it up furiously. Nice strong leg drive, makes lots and lots and lots of meters. Adam looking for support, gives a nice little chip over. And we've got the 10 waiting for that ball. And we see a bumping of heads there. Number 7, Ryan Labuskachny, picks that ball up, makes meters. Adam du Plessis gives it to Wellam Daka, who also takes it up. Nice little double roll. He gives a chip again. Nobody waiting out there. Nice spot in that space. Nicely there. Touch judge puts his flag up.
Yeah, we got to go with the officials. JP Clemens says ball was definitely out.
It's not a good sign to see. The Kaya Quelita for Portrex is down.
Oh, he's been one of their star players. We hope he's going to be up and on his feet soon, Mark.
Scrum for Portrex on their 22. Felt like a minute ago we were in the Selborne 22. Looks like Cumber's getting back to his feet. It's important, you know, first aid and concussion tests and all these sorts of things. The health of the boys is incredibly important. We need to look after them.
And it's good to see Queleta back on his feet there.
It was a hard knock there. Hard contact made by Adam du Plessis and Queleta, but it looks like he's back on his feet, ready to play. There we see Portrex with a knock. Scrum to Selborne.
Oh, there's been quite a lot of stop-start in this game, Mark. Lots of knock-ons. But we do realize the boys had a year of no rugby in 2020. And I think they're still finding time to find their groove.
I agree completely. Just to get all the spider webs out, get the nerves out, get the skills working all again. It'll take time. It'll take lots and lots of time on a field against opposition, and they'll get there eventually. It's also a bit of fatigue. I mean, these boys must be quite tired. They've been working hard out there. Selborne looked to take it out wide. Carl van Wyk takes it up himself, makes lots and lots of meters. There we've got the 13 and the 6 cleaning. Guy Bishop gives out wide. There we see De Bay giving out to Fancy Feet Somlota. There's a pod waiting out now, and there we get now we've got some forward momentum by Selborne, giving the ball to their big forwards. They go blind. Guy Bishop with a twist and turn. He goes down and he scores. Looks like once these Selborne boys get going with those forward pods, there's no stopping them.
Oh, they seem to be running the ball close on both sides, and all of their forwards seem to carry the ball well and are pretty strong. Strong leg drive, seem to control the ball well in the contact, and that's giving them options. Yeah, the work rate of Guy Bishop has been amazing. He's carried a lot, he's making yards, he's quick. And Kutsa has supported him ably whenever he's carried the ball. Kutsa's also an absolute workhorse.
Kutsa and Guy have been making lots and lots and lots of meters between the two of them. And it's nice to see good hard ball carriers. Once you make contact, you don't stop. You keep going, let those legs go. Keep pushing hard and let your support get to you to help you, then you can go down. Obviously you want to look for support, you want to look for the offload, but that's not possible. Support, you go down, have a ruck, and then you keep with your forward momentum. Kick by Adam Tonkin, just to the right.
I think the 9 of Selborne has also created nice momentum and nice option taking. He's a little busy bee, and he's all over the park as well.
No, he's a live wire. He's all over the show. He's given the tens, he's given the back line and the forwards nice ball. He's a nice service, a good service, and it's helped incredibly with that forward momentum. Portrex with a nice deep kick. Ryan Loverskaksen, he gets the ball, knocks it on. Scrum to Portrex. Portrex will look for a right shoulder here. Get their 8 involved. And they've got a nice blindside option to attack as well. Looks like the Portrex number 11. Libongo and Kochla is standing right behind the scrum. There we've got number 23 for Portrex. Look like he's moved into first receiver. We see Cumber standing out wide. Looks like they might have a little surprise for us here. Mike?
I'm seeing Jaco van der Merwe very wide as well. So a little kick pass to him right on the right-hand side could be on as well.
It looks like the scrum for Portrex has been a problem today.
Well, there's been lots of penalties and short arms given at the scrum.
Tian Jacobs giving the ball to Guy Bishop, gives the ball to Adam Tonkin, he gives the ball to Caleb Schwegel. Schwegel takes it up, he goes down. Nice ball retention there by Selborne. Du Plessis with the ball, gives it to Willem Darko, who says, give it to me, I'm going to take it up. He makes nice meters. Adam Tonkin cleaning, gives it to Carl van Wyk, he gives it to Yaman Tamani, gives it to Guy Bishop, gives it to Adam Tonkin, gives it to the captain, gives it to Ryan Loverskaksen. Ryan Loverskaksen pops it up to Opkamp Kovani. He says, we're not done, we're running. He takes it up nicely, offloads to Klumelo Zanti, gives it to Wella, and Wella knocks it on. Portrex play advantage. Ref says there's advantage. He blows. Says no advantage to Portrex. Portrex scrum.
Yeah, nice soft hands by the Selborne guys there under pressure. Quick releases, quick passes. Unfortunately, the ball goes down.
Another substitution. Guy Bishop off the field and Daniel Deichmann on.
I think Daniel Deichmann's come off a big injury. Looking to forward to seeing his health and how he adjusts.
You know, it's such a big part of the game, Mike, being able to keep that ball going. You know, a ball continuity is incredibly important.
Yeah, that's why these days you've got to pick multi-skilled players in any position. They must be able to catch and pass. You know, the days of big guys that cannot run and pass, those days are long gone. Back to the 80s and back to the 70s.
Yes, I agree. From 1 all the way to 15, you've got to pass left and right. You've got to get into position very quickly, and you all play an important role in keeping the ball going, keeping that momentum.
Oh, Selborne have stolen the Portrex scrum, yeah?
Nice offload to Zanzi.
Nice interpassing there by the big forwards of Selborne there.
Akko Magadle gets the ball, gets through 2 tackles, goes down. Nice forward momentum. We see Portrex with a steal. The ref says it's legal. They go down. And Cumber with a clearance down the middle of the field. There we see Carl van Wyk getting the ball. Okwam Kovani picks up, ball bounces towards him. He takes it up the field nicely. Nice strong leg drive. There we see a strong clean by Matthew Kutzer. Adam Du Plessis waiting, giving the ball to Willem Darko, who goes down. Nice to hold that pass. It would have been a forward pass. Carl van Wyk gives it to Caleb. It's a 2-on-1. Carl van Wyk, Caleb Schwegel, sorry, misses that pass to Luto Sumlota.
Yeah, the last touch is ball not going to hand for Selborne. But exciting movement there of the ball from both sides.
Line out to Portrex in their 22. There we see some guys running into the line out. Good collection. Get the ball. They take it up. Scrum off Siposeto, gives it out wide to a pod waiting next to them. Strong leg drive. Selborne boys seem to have contained them.
Well, Montewi has carried the ball well for Portrex as well. Their tight head prop.
And Kaya Coletta with the clearance again.
Yeah, the Portrex guys are kicking the ball well out of hand into the corners, and they're finding touch.
It feels like the momentum is back in Selborne's favor. They've got lots of ball, and they're using it. Score is now 31-5 to Selborne College. 14 minutes left. We're in the second half. Skew throw in there. It's not something we see very often, Mike.
Yeah, that's out of the ordinary. We haven't seen that all day today. Yeah, I'd like to see Selborne move the ball to their wings. I'd like to see Somlota and Cavani have a good run down both sides of the field.
Looks almost like the game plan is to use the forwards today, Selborne College. Looks like they want to hit it up, use their nice big forwards, batter them a little bit with their size, and use that forward momentum. There we see a nice little ball going on the unders. Ako Magadla taking it up nice and hard. Oyama Mtamani always ready to receive that ball and make meters with it. Tramelo Zanti taking the ball up. Willem Daka. Adam Tonkin busy cleaning. There we see Tian Jacobs with a +1 to Matthew Kutzer. Matthew Kutzer taking the ball up again. Adam Duplessis calling for it. He gives the ball out to Tian Kutzer. Tian Kutzer gives it to Ako. Ako gives it to Caleb. Caleb unfortunately misses that pass out wide again.
Yeah, we're battling to get the ball into the wings' hands.
Here we see Weller up and out. Taking the ball up. Looks like Oyama Mtamani again taking the ball. Nice hands. Daniel De Beer taking it, a little twist and turn. Carl van Wyk taking the ball up. A little pop from the scrum off. Adam Duplessis. There we see a fierce contest at the ruck. Okam Kavani winning that contest. Little handoff. He takes the ball up. Good leg drive. Selborne secure the ball. Give it to Matthew. Matthew's ready to receive that ball. Tian takes the ball up. Tian Jacobs. There's Matthew Kutzer again ready to take that ball. 5 meters from Portrex try line. Selborne again taking the ball up, forming a ruck. There we see Ako Magadla, the captain, taking the ball up again. Mtamani with a +1. And they fumble it.
Well, Selborne been very patient there. They must have had the ball for 10, 11 phases there. But give credit, Portrex are tackling there and holding their lines.
You must, Portrex has been doing a lot of defending the last 20 minutes. It seems almost like they've just been defending the last 20 minutes, and that makes you very tired.
Yeah, Selborne have had all the territory, but they haven't managed to score in the last 7 minutes. So they need to look at a good attacking option here. Maybe a strong line-out drive mark might be their option. What do you think?
I agree, strong line-out. They seem to be dominating, or they are dominating with their forwards. if you're in the 22, let's keep on using those forwards. Let's get that. Let's get them in there. Let's have a nice drive, and let's go score a try. Line out for Selborne. We see Oyama Tumani with the ball, ready to throw it in. We see a pod standing in the middle, and they get ready for that drive. Mark, just like you said, a little bit early, breaking away from the maul there, Matthew Kutsa, but he scores.
Oh, the Selborne forwards have worked pretty hard all day, Mark, and they've kept going. And they've been pretty dogged and rugged, and they've just kept going at it. So credit there. Their conditioning of their front eight have been amazing.
It's tough to take that ball up over and over and over all the time, and they've done that very well.
I think mentally they've been pretty well prepared mentally as well.
You see there's a few changes on the field. You see Marlon Zingwa on the field.
Selborne ringing the changes. Yeah, Blake Schultz on, Josh Olivier on, Marlon Zingwa on. Schweigel and Jacobs getting a big applause as they come off the field.
There we see Kaya Kolata trying to inspire his men, get his men to regroup, get them to communicate a bit more, and hopefully get momentum to shift in their way. Portrex with a deep kick to Marlon Zingwa. They said, Marlon Zingwa, you're new on the field, he has the ball. Marlon Zingwa gives it to the other new man, Olivier. He takes it up nicely in the middle of the field, and we have a penalty, not rolling away.
Oh, that was Deutschmann, quite a strong carry from him.
Nice kick by Marlon Zingwa. Finding touch nicely.
Well, Selborne have quite a strong bench. Marlon Zingwa, a very good player, coming on at 10. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do in the next 8 minutes.
Marlon Zingwa is a good player, can kick, can pass, good general, dictates very well. He's been with this with his team from last year already, so he knows all the ins and outs, and very experienced campaigner. Oyama with a skew throw again. There we see the Portrex quick back. He's in and out. Matthew Kutsa with a tackle and a steal. Marlon Zingwa with a little chippy, and he finds touch.
Good quick play here by Portrex down the left side here.
Okwam Kovani with a strong tackle, saying, Michael Antwi, you down, stay down.
Michael Antwi, a Ghanaian player, new to Portrex, he's having a good game.
Daniel Dutchman taking the ball up. There we see with a pod standing outside of 10. Willem Darker taking the ball up nicely. There we see Adam Duplessis giving the ball to Yamam Tumani, giving the ball to Marlon Zingwa. Unfortunately, knock on. The Cook 11, Libongo Korklo get the ball. There we see the 90% of Makrina taking the ball up, giving it to the 4. Sisonko Furunek.
Yeah, Makrina at 9 has also given good ball for Portrex today. It's also kept the fluency and consistency going for Portrex.
Scrum for Portrex, good position to attack from. Looks like they're forming up on the right-hand side of the field there, Mark.
Let's hope we can have a problem-free scrum here. We seem to be setting and resetting a lot on the scrums.
The score is now 36 Selborne, 5 Portrex. 4 minutes left on the clock. Still lots of action coming our way. Portrex getting their own ball. 10 with a fake to the 12, gives to the 13. They managed to somehow get that ball out to the 13. Onkem Krela. And we see a knock by Selborne.
Yeah, Mark, we're coming to the end of the game. Who's been your standout players today in this match?
There's been a few good players from both sides. From Portrex, I've quite enjoyed Siposeto Makrino, the 9, and the 10. Definitely the standout player for Portrex, Kaya Kweleta. He's done well with the boot. When he has gotten the ball, he's got the back line on the front foot, and they've done very well. But Matthew Kutzer for Selborne College has worked very hard. Tian Jacobs has worked very hard. Gar Bishop has worked very hard. Even Carl van Wyk at 10 did a very good job. Also the 12, Ako Magadla for Selborne College, when they needed him to take the ball up, especially when they were in their 22, when they needed to exit, he did the job. Very difficult to pick standout players. A lot of players have done well. And you, Mark?
Yeah, I think you summed it up very well. I've enjoyed Kanya Kweleta from Portrex. His all-round game has been superb, and he's definitely made some good decisions at crucial times. And I think on the Selborne side, I've really enjoyed Matthew Kutzer. I think he's been hard-working throughout.
I didn't mention the Selborne hooker, Uyamam Tumani. He's also done a very good job. He's been a strong ball carrier. He's been a good link. He's done some good offloading. 1 or 2 skew throws at the line out, but otherwise it's been good delivery in the line out, good scrumming. He's also had a standout game today. There, the captain, Ako Magadla, coming off the field, getting a standing ovation by his fellow peers. Marlon getting the ball, fake 12, fake 13, gives it to De Beer. We get into contact with Onkem Nkikela, putting him onto the grass. There we see a nice run by the 22. Olifield taking the ball up. see Adam du Plessis with a little show and go. He gets wrapped up by the Portrex boys. Everyone holding on tightly to that ball. There we see Okwam Kovani taking over the scrum half duties, giving it out, and unfortunately Selborne knocking the ball on. There Portrex. Or the ref will bring them back for that knock on, Mark.
Yeah, 1 or 2 errors from Selborne here. Guys getting the ball, not quite sure what to do with it. Possibly because there's quite a few new guys on the field here for Selborne.
There we see them setting up for the scrum in the middle of the field. Looks like they've got 3 players on the left here, Mark. 3 players on the right. Looks like the option would be to go left. Adam du Plessis disrupting that ball. There we see Cumber trying to clean up. He gives a little fake pass. He gets wrapped up by the loose forward. Portrex keep the ball. Trying to keep that ball alive with offloads. Unfortunately, not reaching the players properly. Adam du Plessis gets that ball. He gets wrapped up by the 12. Awonke Sondishe of Portrex. Now we see this formation we've seen quite a bit today. And Mark, Selborne in the 22 with their pods ready to attack.
I think they're going to keep it close with their forwards here again, Mark.
I think so too. They've been successful. There's Matthew Kutzer again making meters in the 22. And that's a game, Mark.
Yeah, that's the game, Mark. 36-5 to Selborne. Good effort there by Selborne. I thought Portrex were value for money. They put their bodies on the line. And I thought the score was a good reflection of the game.
I agree. Portrex by no means were a walkover. They gave it their all. They fought all the way to the end. They disrupted Selborne ball. They put 5 points on the board, and they need to be congratulated for their effort. They've done very well. It was nice to see them play, nice to see them run out wide, nice to see their quick backies. Maybe they need to just sort out their scrum a little bit, get their loose head maybe binding properly, get their pods working a little bit better. But a nice, entertaining game of rugby today.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. I've enjoyed commentating with you, and hopefully we'll do it again sometime. All the best.
Thanks, Mike.